Grand Theft Auto 6 officially coming in physical year of 2024 and 2025. Hey, how's it going, guys? Dalton here with another video on the YouTube channel. And in today's GTA 6 video, we're going to be talking about Strauss Zelnick actually confirming the development process and the official release year of when GTA 6 is going to arrive, and a whole lot more. So he had an interview with CNCBC, and he said this on video and basically in front of everyone on the cameras, and he's actually doing a good job at denying Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, there's sometimes in those reports where someone would ask, you'd be talking about how high the development revenue, which is $8 billion they're going to be spending on a game. He would bounce the question when they said like Grand Theft Auto, and he would laugh or chuckle and basically just not say a word, but just talk about the revenue and everything that they're working on throughout that year. So Strauss Zelnick is very quiet and secretive with the Grand Theft Auto 6, but as you watch the clip, you can clearly see that this is the physical year, and the $8 billion project is most likely going to be spent on Grand Theft Auto 6.
Without regard to the strike.
Stress, I mean, a lot of your investors, at least when I talk to them, they want, when's the ship date for Grand Theft Auto? That's the first question. So when is it?
So we leave the announcements about upcoming titles to our labels. And we have said we have a very robust pipeline of titles, and we have a great outlook for fiscal 25, where we've reiterated our belief that we'll generate about $8 billion in net bookings and over $1 billion in adjusted operating cash flow. So pretty exciting time, but we haven't spoken about the specific release schedule. And we have titles coming from all of our labels, including great releases, we hope, coming from Zynga for mobile.
When it comes to GTA, there's a belief, I think, that it's had materially higher development costs, and so there's some question as to profitability ultimately when you do ship. How do you answer that?
The Grand Theft Auto franchise is perhaps the most profitable franchise in the history of entertainment. We focus on costs, of course. We have a three-part strategy: be the most creative, be the most innovative, be the most efficient. So we're not cavalier about costs. However,
I'm sure a lot of you guys know, and I think I'm just really amused of how good he is at dodging these GTA 6 questions, because like I said, he'll be talking about like the development process and how the billing, how they're having $8 million project on the billing, and he'll basically be denying every question that they say. Is it for Grand Theft Auto 6? Is it for this or that? He'll go, yeah, we're not allowed to talk about it. Only Rockstar Games is. So currently, only thing that we've know so far is 2024 is the possible release year of Grand Theft Auto 6, and Insider or Rockstar Games Hedge Funds 2 actually confirmed that as well. And Strauss Zelnick, president and CEO of Rockstar Take-Two Interactive, actually said that Rockstar Games hasn't made an official release date yet, and they're the ones that have to do it. So he basically cannot say anything. And I like how I think what really excites me and really just kind of probably, just wants to throw him off the boat a little. I think he finds these questions just a little bit amusing because he gets asked and he can't answer. So, I mean, there's a lot of people from NBC trying to ask Grand Theft Auto 6, where is it? Is it the shipment date of Grand Theft Auto? And he'll be just keep talking about the net bookings of GTA 6. So physically, Strauss Zelnick cannot say anything because, like I said, they're private, and Rockstar Games has their own date whenever they want to talk about it. So he's just Take-Two Interactive CEO, and he basically stated that Rockstar Games are the only ones that can release that date. But I feel like since he's dodging all these questions and he's working on an $8 million, billion-dollar project for something, it's probably got to be Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, what else are they working on that could be so big in their money payout net bookings? $8 billion could be spent on Grand Theft Auto 6, and it can't be anything else because there's nothing else in development. We know that Red Dead Remastered is not going to be coming. So what else could it be? It's probably going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. So that's why he's probably dodging all these questions, because the game is coming really, really soon.
But last week, when you talked about your earnings and your guidance, you said that you're going to be looking at more than $8 billion in revenue next year for games. And that's 45% ahead of the midpoint of the street's estimates on things. That is huge, huge news. And it's got people speculating that you've got to have Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out.
So we've said that we're working on the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto, but Rockstar hasn't announced a release date yet. We've been working on this huge pipeline. We have 36 titles coming to market in fiscal 25 and 26, and we obviously have high expectations. And you're right, we typically don't talk about future years. We typically give guidance, and and we try to go right down the middle. That's what we're supposed to do. In this instance, we wanted to give the street the transparency it's been asking for. So we basically gave an outlook for this fiscal year and subsequent too. And what's interesting is we have high expectations for fiscal 25, but we also expect sequential growth in fiscal 26.
I mean, you look at the stock jump, it was up more than 10%, more than 11%, I think. This is huge news because you have a lot of new properties that are coming out, but you're usually pretty conservative about new things that have not been out there in the past.
Generally, we like to have success before we talk about it.
So what makes you so sure this time?
We've been working on this pipeline for a long time, and we have a pretty good ability to predict the performance of new iterations of existing franchises.
Like Grand Theft Auto?
And we have 14 franchises that have each sold over 5 million units in an individual release. Titles like Red Dead and Borderlands, BioShock, Civilization, and many others.
I think that's a challenge that folks at Rockstar face every time there's a new iteration of Grand Theft Auto. It needs to be something you've never seen before on the one hand, and it needs to reflect the feeling that we have about Grand Theft Auto. That's a big challenge for the team. Now, Rockstar's answer is just seek perfection. Seek nothing short of perfection, and we'll get there.
So after interviewing on NBCC and some of the other interviews and the Strauss-Zelnick actually confirming Take-Two Interactive earnings calls, basically giving us basic information on Red Dead Redemption, BioShock, some other games such as other ones that Rockstar Games produced. He basically talked about their prices and revenue, but every time it was mentioned about like Grand Theft Auto, that lady snuck in there and he chuckled and said, well, we're not able to release any information. Only Rockstar Games can do that. But then he goes on, straight talks about how there's going to be lots of big changes happening in the physical year of 2025 through 2026. So there could be big things like Grand Theft Auto 6 development. And he also mentioned briefly that they're working on lots of new updates and how Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive are going to currently work with that. He talked about how we've announced something about GTA 6 was in active development and is well underway. He didn't really mention a release date, but he did mention the release year, which is physical 2024 to 2025. That's what we're going to break down, so it could either come in the middle of April or the end of May or sometime like that. But we know that it's definitely going to release sometime in 2024, physical year of 2025. And he basically went on to say that the development process of Grand Theft Auto 6 is well underway, but denying that Grand Theft Auto 6 is still active and it will be coming soon. Like, every time someone talked about GTA 6, he would change the subject to saying, we got tons of this in booking revenue, $8 billion. Well, Strauss, that doesn't exactly tell us what is the $8 million in booking revenue. It's probably going to be the biggest game you've ever had, and that's going to be Grand Theft Auto 6, because there's no other way they're going to be working on another game and not telling us. So what could be the most expensive game? It's going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. $8 billion, I bet on it. That's exactly what we're talking about, because there's another thing that it just booking revenue, other games like BioShock and, other ones he mentioned, like other pre-games and 35 gaming developments. There's just nothing else that could fit that description of how much it would cost. It would be Grand Theft Auto 6. So that's the hint there. And even though he was dodging lots of questions, which is its job, because Rockstar Games are the only ones that reveal this information, which makes me feel like there's going to be an announcement very, very soon. Very, very soon. But anyway, guys, that is all the information I got for you guys on this video today. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to hit and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Is there going to be a big GTA 6 announcement coming very soon? Do you think it's going to be $8 billion within revenue? You guys let me know in the comments down below. Love to hear from you guys down there. Like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys all later on the next video.